Hello friends, this is Molly with Soul School Tarot and Astrology, and I'm here with you guys today for your August 2020 general reading for my Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. You guys, I missed you yesterday. I had a day. I had to take a day off to get my energy back, and it feels really, really good right now. So I'm very, very excited to get into this reading. Like I said, it is for my Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. If you're not sure what your Moon and Rising signs are, there's actually a link in the description box where you can enter your information, get your own birth chart, and begin to explore that. If you guys want to book a personal astrology reading with me, the information to do that is at the link below, soulschooltarotandastrology.com. You can also find that at soulschooltand8.com. We are going to have an extended reading for this, so the link to that is also in the description box. And then as soon as I get done with all of my general readings for August 2020, I am going to be doing my paired readings where I do 2 zodiac signs at a time for the love readings as well as the prosperity report. Then I'll get a couple other fun things out to you guys, and I'm launching a Patreon at the beginning of September. I will be doing tarot lessons there, as well as a channel for light workers, starseeds, and empaths. So stay tuned, you guys. We're growing, and I'm so excited to have you here. I have 2 cards out. Let me get my sip real quick. I have 2 cards out on the table from the self-care cards. Wow. This is really interesting because we just moved into Leo, and look at this Leo energy coming out with courage. I'm going to adjust the brightness real quick and then I'll talk about this. All right, guys, so I am kind of getting an energy that this is, I get the feeling that this is an energy that you're going to be coming up against during the month of August, all right? Like, I wanted to start off by congratulating you guys because we also have achievement on the table, but the truth is, yes, I love that. The story that's coming out right here is really, really beautiful. This courage is something that you're going to have to display in order to get to this spot, because look what she's doing, you guys. She's just gonna run off and chase some butterflies. That's what she's got, a butterfly net, right? She is just, she's got a path. You can definitely see there is an opening for her through those woods, and who even knows where it ends, okay? So this is the ability to break free from something, which is exceptionally pertinent during the month of August, because we started off with a full moon in Aquarius, and then we're going to be moving in that was on the 3rd. We're going to be moving into a new moon in Leo on the 18th. Okay, so this is a great, this is great energy for this month. What's going on there? There's like a little sun inside of that, and I don't know what that means. Okay, we'll get through it. We'll figure it out. This courage, this is something that, this is major solar plexus energy, all right? If you guys are having any, I know that, no offense, you guys, I've got a Cancer Venus. I know that Cancers can be typically fairly, when they're dealing with anxiety, it can really manifest in their stomach area, right? So if you guys are having any fears about how to act or how to move forward, this sword here lets me know that, wow, that's a heavy energy, that it's truth and communication that's going to get you out of there. It's standing up for yourself, because all of this blue, see that lapis? All this blue is about the throat chakra, okay? So the throat and the solar balance one another, and it is about speaking and acting out your will in the world. The story that they're giving me here actually is that this is somebody who I'm going to call Cancer that found themselves in a bit of a lion's den. Wow. For some of you guys, this is mom and dad. This is parents. This is friends. This is maybe employers. But that is a message. All right. You have a dream. You have something you want to break out and do and accomplish. And the thing is, Cancer, 4th house energy is very much about home and having a very, very nurturing home base. For some of you guys, you're seeing that you need to be able to step outside of the home base now, but you need to make sure that that is always a place that you can come back to, okay? Take the leap. This card says your courage will see you through. All right. So it's about speaking your truth, you guys. For some of you, this is coming out energy. This is, I want to run away and join the circus, but not really the circus, like whatever. Like me, you guys, I'm going to be real with you. I have not had a conversation with very many, like anybody in my family about the fact that I am done with my career as a public school teacher, and now I'm just a psychic reader for a living. Okay, like my family is teachers. It's not going to make sense to them that this is what I'm doing with my life. But I know whenever it comes up, this is the energy I'm gonna be sitting in. Gonna have this like little lion, like rah, like what's up with that, and having to really defend myself with my own truth. I hope that doesn't happen anytime soon. I'm knocking on wood. But you guys, it's about, because lions are also about family and home, right? Making sure that some of you guys, you're wanting to step out, but you're afraid to really speak your truth. But once you do, like, look at this. This green is heart energy, okay? This person is running around in this green grass into these green woods, and then you got this beautiful yellow. This is following their will. And knowing with this red that there's safety at home. But all of this green energy is heart chakra. Why would she go chasing butterflies? Because that's what her heart desires, okay? And the truth is, I get what this sun is about now. The truth is with this moth, there's a difference between the symbology of moths and butterflies. So I know the difference between the two, but they're wanting me to know that this is, well, both. Okay. Moth energy is almost like this psychic energy. Moths are like butterflies of the night, if you will. But butterflies go through this transformation. All right. So for some of you guys, this is definitely an internal transformation, but what's inside of this little pot, I don't know what that is the sun. And to me, the sun represents, okay, a couple things. We're going back to Leo energy again. The ego, who you see yourself as and who the world sees you as, and whether or not you're willing to go against that in order to follow your heart's desire. All right. So there's been this new understanding about who you are, what really makes you happy, what is your inner truth, and you want to be able to go off and pursue that. But it's going to take a little bit of courage. And you guys, I believe in you. I really, really, really believe in you. I'm going to go to the Cosmic Tarot now and dig a little deeper into this energy. This first row of cards that we're going to take a peek at is going to be looking at past energies coming into the present, but please do remember that all of this is very, very fluid. So when I'm talking about the present, that could be your past, it could be your future. Take it as it resonates. And then if this doesn't feel like it's your reading, definitely check out your moon, rising sign, and any other signs that are dominant in your chart, okay? Like I always say that Virgo's not one of my top 3, but I have like 3 6th house placements and 3 Virgo placements. So it's a very strong energy. And sometimes those messages work for me. All right. Cosmo sure does like a lot of shuffles. So we're going to get a couple more. But he's excited. I like this energy. Thank you, divine spirits of love and light, archangels, ancestors, allies, and guides. Let's talk a little bit more. And I want to reverse the cards as I have them right now. Thank you so much, Spirit. Let's see what else comes through. What has Cancer been going through? Yeah, you guys found yourself in a position where you might have had this plan for like a really long time. Like, oh, this is what I'm going to be when I grow up kind of energy. And then, wow. Yeah. Ooh, okay. And then suddenly you got to this point where it's just like, It's not inspiring you anymore. That's the energy that I'm getting here, okay? Look at how there's 3 here, 3 wands here, and 3 wands can often represent 3 energies, but I'll talk a little bit more about that. And then we have the 3 of cups. So 3 is a significant number. I'm going to let you guys interpret what that means, okay? So here's the thing. Whatever path you saw yourself on previously, you felt very confident in. You felt like you could take pride in that. And there's just, there's a couple things coming through. It could be the experience that we're going through collectively, right? Like, teaching is not the same career it was before the pandemic. Let's be real, okay? And while my resignation from teaching doesn't have anything to do with the pandemic specifically, like, do you see what I mean? It's almost as if like, oh, the world has changed and that path is not the same path that it used to be. Or you've gotten closer to that goal and you realize it's not what you thought it was. It's like driving by a car lot and be like, that's the car. That's my car. I want that car. And you save up all the money to go get the car. And the first time you drive it, you're like, oh, I hate this. I do not like how this car drives. This is not me. I cannot do this every day. Okay? That's the kind of energy that I'm getting from this 3 of Wands. And look how we've got, again, this sun. This sun keeps showing up as a symbol of your inner truth, your inner light. Some of you guys, you really have this beautiful talent that you can share with the world. And it was not on your previous path. You weren't necessarily doing that so much, but you guys are beginning to, like, this is awakening. I just heard the word awakening. I love that energy. Don't make it stop. Don't make it stop, Cancer. Don't make it stop. Okay? So it's almost like this is, and also I'm feeling like she's putting the sun at the midheaven. I don't know what that means. Look at your chart. If the sun is in your midheaven, hit me up and let's talk about what that means. Okay? I'm going to not interpret that right now. Okay, that's a different path. I'm going to make a note though. I have Saturn at my midheaven, so I know what that means. I wonder what it's like to have the sun at the midheaven. But the midheaven in your astrological chart kind of represents your highest goal, your highest image or vision of yourself. And you guys spent a lot of time saying, this is it. This is me. This is what I'm going to become. And now that's just not viable anymore, either because that path is no longer open, or because you internally have come to a new realization about how you are, all right? And what I see happening in these next 2 cards is that the loss of that previous path has really hit your self-esteem, your ability to feel courageous and to feel strong and to feel competent. And because you're internalizing like, oh, I'm doing something wrong. That's the vibe that I get. I'm not good enough, or I'm doing something wrong kind of energy. And because that's what's happening, you're still focused on this path that is no longer before you, instead of looking within and saying, well, then what is this true path? Okay. They want me to include actually a message that I came across earlier this week, that it's like, if you just had a guarantee that you are going to live as long as you are meant to live on this earth, you will be provided for, you will survive. You do not have to worry about meeting your basic needs. If all that was up to spirit, if all that was up to the universe and all that was covered, what would you do with yourself? What would you do? Well, this is a whole brand new world, you guys. I just got earlier, what was it? The Map Maker of Destiny came up on my TikTok. Oracle reading for the day, and it's about, it's like, oh my God, they're showing me that same card, and it's like he's sitting there in his book and he's been writing, this is what I'm going to be when I grow up, this is what I'm going to be when I grow up, this is what I'm going to be when I grow up. And somebody came and tore out all the pages. And so there he's got his pen in his hand, and he's so upset about those pages being missing that he's not turning his attention to the blank pages in front of him. Okay? We have the Sun and Jupiter on this card, which is interesting because Hermit is Virgo energy. And you can see he's got a little like Virgo there. But look at the Sun and Jupiter. That's the sun on the horizon, and this is the star. That's the Merkaba. You guys, how do we have the moon, the sun, and a star all in the same sky? You guys, I'm trying to temper this message as much as I can, so you're not like, just, she's crazy, I'm gonna get out of here. Some of you guys have a very special mission in life, like a celestial, like divine, like you don't even know how magic you are. Okay? Because the concerns of the world around you, and that's a very, very normal thing, that's what you're focused on right now. The concerns of the world around you. But you're especially afraid of not being able to meet your material needs, because this came out inverted. But also birds are messengers to me, you guys. Come on. There we go. Birds are messengers to me, and you see how she's looking the other way? There's messages trying to come through for you. And this Hermit, when the Hermit is fully in Hermit mode, he can receive those messages because what he's focusing on is the star. But look here, he's focusing on the sun, which is your outward presentation, which is the way people see you, the path you're on in life, right? And this card is saying, look, your sun, your personality, your ego, these outward things are very, very important, but also your happiness. So listen to your intuition, and the fact that this moon is here with these cherry blossoms. I've got to Google cherry blossoms now and see what that means. Look it up, you guys. Ooh, I need to get... Sorry guys, I was gonna run and grab my correspondences book, but I realized cherry blossoms are not in there because they're not a white European thing. Sorry, that's my critique of Llewellyn's complete book of correspondences, is it doesn't do things that are non-European centric, such as cherry trees and cherry blossoms, and even orange trees aren't in there. Like, come on, Llewellyn. Anyways, the bird is here. He's doing yoga, actually. He's doing this great stretch, which the sun has to do with the physical body. So make sure, that might be why the sun keeps showing up. You guys take care of your physical body and your energy levels, all right? But the bird is there with him now, and he's sitting with the bird. He's sitting with the message, okay? That's what you're being urged to do, is to listen to the messages that the universe is trying to send to you right now. Another thing I want to say about this, come on, what is it? I guess I took off no autofocus is on. Anyways, Three of Cups has been coming up to me a lot to illustrate divine support, like spirit guides, angels, ancestors, past on loved ones, stuff like that is what the Three of Cups has kind of been representing to me. But here, it's almost like more stretching energy. Like this guy's stretching too. Some of you guys, the Hermit, this is actual spiritual advisor who's trying to get through to you right now and you're not hearing him. So, but see how he's in this like deep leg lunge, and it just reminds me of, see how he's doing his little, see how his leg is like bent over and he's doing that stretch. Oh my God, it's so good for your hips. And the sacral opens up that sacral, which is orange. Anyways, let's go back to this, okay? The way that he's like coming in and like helping her kind of like open up. Oh my God, it's beautiful. So here was you once upon a time. I know what it is that I want in life, right? But that fell through. So you kind of end up taking this more closed stance. Okay? Like this is a much more timid. This is I'm creating magic in the world. This is like, ew, am I even magic at all? I don't know. I'm nervous. So it's almost like this Hermit energy wants to come in. It could just be your higher self and help you stretch. See how he's helping her stretch her arms back up? like saying, hey, you have the strength, you have the courage, I'm here to help you to get your arms back up there to where you're like, this is what I'm doing. Do you guys understand what I'm talking about here? I hope so. I hope you have not stuck around this long if it did not resonate with you. If it did resonate with you, definitely hit that like button. And I am going to draw one oracle card for advice before I hop over to Vimeo and finish up this reading with another deck and some more oracle cards, just to kind of take a peek at energies coming from the present into the future. Please do consider joining me there. The link is, of course, in the description box below. This is the wisdom of the hidden realms. All right, so what can you focus on right now? The Lady of the Gift, generosity, receiving, withholding. So this is, look at this. There's a fairy that has come up to talk to her, and she's like, not even knowing. And that's a completely different interpretation than I usually get with this card right here. The Lady of the Gift, generosity, receiving, and withholding. And it's a 20. There's 2 candles here. There are 1 or 2 guides that are trying to contact you right now. This is what I feel. If it's not a guide, like in the spiritual realm, it's some other healing energy that would like to get through to you. And I feel like you just kind of keep... And she's so little and light. She keeps trying to just go through the wind that you're creating. Okay? Interesting. But there's this, here's what's going on. Because the mountains and the houses are important. This person is afraid of losing their stability. Look at that little cottage. Like, afraid of losing this cottage. And what this fairy wants to get you to pay attention to is the giant castle that's there. It's yours if you want it. Okay? I love you guys. I hope I see you over on Vimeo. Otherwise, I will see you here very, very soon. Take care.